70% of traders who blow a funded account can't tell you the exact setup that did them in. It's not because they're reckless, it's because they stopped journaling. I'm here to find out if a prop firm can fix that for me, because I know I struggled with keeping funded accounts for a very long time. I have no problem passing accounts at this point, and you'll struggle to pass the prop firm challenge, and then at a certain point you'll struggle to keep the account. You'll level up where you might have a different issue that you have to deal with. It's always a period of growing with trading, always becoming the best that you can be, the most consistent, the sharpest, the most focused trader that you can be. One simple mission: let its built-in journal drag every ugly habit I've ever denied into the light so that I can look at it here. If it can help me, I might finally stay funded and actually get into a live account here without setting the house on fire. So game on here. First impressions, pretty clean setup. I'm in the knowledge base right now, and it's got a lot of features here that I don't really understand. So we'll look at these together here. Looking at the knowledge base and going into the dashboard, it looks like we've got a planner where I'm able to create and edit setups, tags, and goals. So this is a lot like TradeZilla or another journaling platform. The reports shows me an in-depth analysis of my trades. And this is all included with their evaluation fee. A plan, if you want to create a plan, a routine, and let's look what the trade desk is here. This is the main hub for my assessment. 3 sections, left panel showing what I'm risking today. This is great. Normally I want to risk $250 per day per account maximum, regardless of the drawdown amount or size of the account. The center panel, we have the, looks like assessment progress and a view of your week. Daily journal to post your notes here. The daily goals, economic calendar as well. That's great. Give you a heads up on when not to trade. Most prop firms are going to have a specific 1 to 2 minute before and after news events like CPI that you are not allowed to be in any trades. This is great to give you a heads up. That's actually planner. Allows you to create and manage setups, tags, and daily goals. Great. I have configured setups here, so I do have those input already. You can identify them specifically and enter an icon here so they're easily identifiable. You can also have a tag, which will be used to, on top of your setup, you could tag something like the type of market condition it was, or you could tag it like how you were feeling today. Maybe they have a different section here on your psychology and how to track the way that you're feeling in the morning, evening, by certain times of day. That would be great. Okay, let's see. The reports section gives you a good overview of wins and losses, analysis of days of the week that you perform best, weekly trends, monthly performance, time of day. Trade duration, under trade details, volume, the comparison of how you trade per symbol. It looks like you can filter out time ranges, setups, a specific tag, market condition. Okay, I'm not using the online platform. I'm actually using NinjaTrader still and linking it. They send you a free trade copier that you can use. It's called ETP Platformless Trade Copier, and you can link that up with Ninja so that you can use all the Ninja tools and tie it in to your futures desk account here, which is a rhythmic account. Let's go to the actual planner here and see how this works. I did just journal today, put a little note there, and just looking at the stats today, I only had one trade that was a winner. Now, the one thing I did notice here, not only did I have a big loss yesterday, trying to figure out why that happened, if I didn't have my Guardian Angel Trader risk settings set correctly on Ninja, or how I allowed that to get to that point, because again, I only have a $250 loss limit, so this is way outside that. Good recovery the next day, but this is something where I think a lot of people struggle, is not staying within their daily risk budget. This is something obviously that I need to correct to move forward to get into a live trading account with the futures desk. See, some of my setups here are already input into the system. I can put in specific tags here. If I change direction, if the trade wasn't working out and I see an opportunity to go the other direction, I could add this tag. If there's a specific technical formation like a bull flag that I see, I can mark it as that, a double top, a lower low, a lower high. Anything that I'm noticing while I'm in the trade, I can add on as a tag. And then you can also add mistakes here. Did not exit in profit, held longer than 5 to 7 minutes here. That's my ideal time frame to hold winning trades. Consolidation. If the price is hanging around within a couple points of the overnight open, that's not a good time to enter the market. What I'm looking for is movement, momentum, so that I can take advantage of that within the market. And then looks like you can configure your daily goals. This is an example here. Weight trades. So once you have a winner, take a 5-minute break. Or if you have a loser, take a maybe 15-minute break. Walk away from your desk, do something else, then come back, and maybe you'll have some new perspective on the market. Take a deep breath. That's a good advice. It's just an example. For me, this is my daily goal, is to take one good starter trade just to get the ball rolling, get familiar with everything that's going on in the market. But if you have a new platform, obviously you want to slowly ease your way into that. If you're just starting out with a new platform trading, chill out, focus, take a deep breath, okay? Be patient and wait for the actual setup. I do have software that allows me to actually enter the trade with very small size. That is something that I probably should be using more. I know if I used it that day, I would not have had that loss, because it's semi-automated, allows me to already have my stops set in there, my size set in there, and it automatically trails the way that I want it to. So this is one of the goals, is to start implementing and using that as well. If you wanted to buy a new plan, I got in the static plan. They were running the 70% off, so it's the same price as the end of the day, which is awesome. And it's a static drawdown. I believe I customized for a $3,000 static drawdown over 12 days, so the maximum time period, I just want to space it out, and I allowed myself 3 minis. You can see that's just a one-time fee. That's pretty cool, where you're only paying $30 a month. If you didn't, for some reason, pass it within the first 30 days, then you could extend it for $30 here. That's great. That's cheaper than most firms. And then the extension and reset, if you need to reset your account, it's $75. But what I really like about this is the static drawdown. I've never had an account with a static drawdown unless it was my own personal brokerage account. So this is very realistic. Basically, it's like a $3,000 account. Awesome. And then looks like they take you live essentially once you get to your profit goal, which is amazing. And they have a 80% profit split to you. They keep 20% once you're in that live account. That's fantastic. Okay, so just want to check out the other features here and see what I might be missing. It is a little bit hard to navigate here because I haven't used this before, so I'm just trying to figure out really where everything is. I guess the next thing would be, where are my trades? Okay, this is the account that I just signed up for, cumulative P&L 895 negative because of that big loss drawdown from peak to subsequent trough, 1070. And the recovery factor, this is really cool too. So I don't know why that number is different, current drawdown, than the performance analysis here. Max drawdown, not sure on that one. And where does it show my current progress in the account? That's what I want to see. And one thing I did notice too is that because I'm trading micros, it counts each micro as a trade on itself if I'm sizing into a position, so these numbers aren't accurate as far as how many trades I made. I did not have 118 losing trades. Okay, that's for me sizing in with 30 micros. So they're counting each micro as a trade, so I don't really understand why it's doing that. That's one thing maybe that they could update here. Performance, time of day. Generally, the European Open, that was the best time for me finding that setup. So a lot of good metrics here that I haven't seen in a lot of other platforms. That just basically tells you when you traded the most, the best time profit-wise, the longest win streak, current win streak. So this will light up green hopefully the next couple days, the next couple weeks here. Profit factor, this is not good, under 1, obviously with that large loss, so I need to get that back above 1. And win rate, of course, would like to see that more around 70%, 60 to 70%, at least 50%. So this is, again, taking into calculation, is not calculated correctly, because they're saying I had 120 trades, which that's not accurate, right? I maybe had 2 trades per day and 1 yesterday for that large win. That 846 was from 1 trade on gold with micros. A symbol comparison. All right. So overall still down in gold, but did have a good day yesterday. And again, these trade counts are off. You can see same time for the trade, just multiple contracts. So not sure why they're calculating it like that. Here we go. So if you click on Trade Desk, you can see your progress to your goal. And it looks like my goal got updated because I had such a large win. They do update your daily base hit goal though, from 500 to 750 looks like. So that's nice. And they only increase the target amount that you need to make. It looks like by the amount you made over I made 346 over the daily goal, divided by 12, I think it's $28 per day extra. So maybe it's by the days that you have left, I don't know, but they added $96 to my goal there. So negative 15% complete. So I need to make some progress here and get this updated. But so far, like this platform that they have here for looking at your performance, very useful. The one thing that I don't like is the micros being counted as separate trades, even though you're just positioning into size on the same trade. So that's a little weird, but if you can get beyond that, a lot of this stuff is really good as far as being able to track your setups, and the fact that it's a one-time fee, you're paying the monthly smaller fee, and the fact that they're offering a static drawdown is pretty cool. I've got to look at this a little bit more. If anybody has any comments on how they use their futures desk journaling here, I'd love to hear about it, and maybe I can incorporate that into my trading as well. Thanks for looking at the futures desk with me. And if you like my channel, please like, obviously, and subscribe. Talk to you later.